This video tutorial will go over the steps involved in assertive messages and also review the guidelines for the assertive message format assessment. Note that when you deliver assertive messages in real life, that the steps involved in the assertive message can actually be delivered in any order. In other words, you don't have to first describe the other person's behavior. That might be second or third. But I'll list them here in order, in the order that they're listed in the textbook, and we'll take a look at a couple samples after a while. The first component here is listed as a description of the other person's behavior. You are focusing on the other person's behavior, something observable. The next step is your interpretation or your perception of what that other person's behavior means to you. The step after that, or the next component, is the emotion or emotions that you feel as a result of your interpretation of the other person's behavior. Now you may express or feel one emotion or multiple emotions. The next component is a consequence. The consequence is a positive or negative impact that results from the other person's behavior. The impact may have affected you, might have affected the person whom you're talking to, or a third party, or a combination of any of those. And the final component here is the intention. You have three different options for stating an intention. The first one is basically taking a stand on an issue. The next one is requesting something of the other person. And the third one is describing how you will act or how you will respond in the future. Let's take a look at the assertive message format assessment steps or instructions. Okay, so just like the other assessments that we've done in class, you will type out two different written scenarios. Instead of doing a personal and professional scenario, the first one will be either a request or complaint. It could be either in a personal setting or a professional setting, it doesn't matter. The second one, or step B, part B, will be to express appreciation. So you will use the same steps in assertive message format to deliver a request or complaint and also to express appreciation. Okay, in step 1 for each of these two scenarios, as usual, describe the situation. Indicate who is involved in the scenario with you, and whomever the other person is. Then we have step 2A and 2B. This is similar to what we've seen before. Step 2A, describe what your interpersonal goal is when using an assertive message. And then in 2B, describe how assertive message format or how using an assertive message can help you to achieve your interpersonal goal. In step 3, you will type out the full assertive message or script, if you want to think of it that way, as though you were an actor in a play for each of these two situations. Put your dialogue, put what each person says in quotation marks, and of course label each of the 5 parts of the assertive message in parentheses wherever they appear within the dialogue. And as usual, on the left-hand side of the paper, be sure to indicate who is speaking. Let's take a look at a sample assertive message in the form of a complaint. Okay, so this is kind of formatted in the way I'd like you to do step 3 for scenario A and B. So on the left-hand side of the screen it says me, because I'm the one speaking. I put my dialogue in quotation marks, and I label each of the 5 steps in parentheses wherever they appear in the dialogue. And so my assertive message is, I felt embarrassed when you laughed at me at the party last night. When you did that, I thought you found my comments foolish, and as a result, I didn't want to talk to you anymore. If you do that again, I won't be hanging out with you anymore. And then there's a response from my friend who says, I'm sorry, I didn't know you felt that way. I didn't mean to make fun of you. Here's a sample assertive message that expresses appreciation. Note it uses the 5 same components for the assertive message as a complaint did, but the message comes across very differently, and actually the message being delivered is quite different. When you offered to cover my shift for me, I was happy and relieved because that allows me to attend my daughter's soccer game. This says to me that you really understand how important it is for me to be there to support my daughter. Let me know when you need some time off, and I'll be happy to cover your shift." Then the coworker responded by saying, "Thanks, I'll take you up on that offer sometime." Okay, as always, please refer to the instructions for this assessment for details about how to conduct the demonstration part of the assessment in class. We'll see you in class, and good luck on your assertive message format assessments.